All right, welcome back. In the last lecture, we have seen how to write prompts over here and also how to write prompts to generate images using AI. What we will see in this lecture is when you are given a design idea or a template, how to customize it further. So what we will do is we will use the same prompt. This is an AI generated image. We will also add an image from my media, which is probably this one, and click on select. So I have two images and I have a prompt, and this will give me a good looking template or a design that I can maybe use directly or customize it further. So we will just wait for a couple of seconds to get to a good looking template. So this is good. I think what I'll begin with is this. This looks nice to me. Wow, these are some really good templates. Okay, I'll choose this one. And what I'll do next is I will click on customize design. So let me do that for you. So moment I click on customize design, this will open up a new designer window. Now this is the main designer window. That was just a place to give prompts and add images. This is the main designer window where you do a lot of customizations to your design that was generated in the first step. Now let's have a walkthrough of the different available features in this portal, and let's see what all we can do. So to begin with, we have this caption or the title of our design. So this is the prompt basically that you can have a look, and if you press the button over here, you can choose to start from a new design, and if you do this, it will open up in a new page. Also, you can choose to go to my designs and look at all the designs that you have created before. Further, there are options to resize the design, which means you can choose to resize your current design, gives you the current size of your current design, and choose it to change. Make it a square post, a story, a reel, a Facebook ad, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Pinterest, LinkedIn, paper sizes. You can even choose to have a custom size. You can do all of that. So all of that options are available, and your post or a design will adjust itself to the size that you provide. Pretty awesome feature. I really loved it. Also, if you want to rename this particular design, let's say you want to rename it like Northern Lights, you can just rename this design as Northern Lights. Pretty good. Further towards your right, we have an option to zoom. You can zoom to fill, you can zoom to fit, you can zoom like 200%, and maybe do some more detailed designs. You can maybe zoom out and you know squeeze it or expand it. I usually use the zoom to fill so that I can have a complete space for me, and I can choose to do multiple things. Further, there are options to probably undo or redo stuff. Let's say you have this thing and you have uh, changed something, you want to undo it, you can simply do it from here. Further, there are ways to, if you want to preview it, finally how does it looks like. Here it is. Pretty good. I really liked how it uh, you know encompasses a lot of different elements. It encompasses my image, the context I have given, the image that is generated using AI, and also a bit of beautiful animation that I have chosen. Not just that, towards your extreme right, you have an option to even change it over here now. So let's say you want to change it something like this. So you can choose to do so. The image isn't loading, but it doesn't matter. Maybe probably this one. So the image will load in a while. But if you have tried all of these and you didn't like any of these, you can simply click on undo and restore back to the design that was there originally. Awesome. This was there. Over here on the top, you also have options to click on new design. That will again open up another page that will start with a fresh template. And now we will have a look at the download options. You can choose to download your design using an MP4. Since it's an animated design. There are options of MP4 and GIF. Otherwise, for a regular image, there are options of PNG, JPEG, and PDF. And there are also other options of copying the URL, keeping or removing the watermark, send it to your phone, and use it for captions and hashtags. Further, we have already seen you can send feedbacks, get updates of what's new, and choose to see your account. Now, what's also very important to know, and we will explore it more in our coming lecture, are the different things that we can do over here. So we have got this image, but we haven't done much with it apart from resizing by far. You can do a lot of things with this options that is available to me over here. So there are options that have templates. You can add media, you can add visuals, you can add text, and also the brand kit. Let's explore all of these options in our coming lecture by reaching over here in the designer window. Over here we have a lot of options where we can choose to resize this image, create a new design, rename the design that we are currently having, or maybe choose to have a totally new design. But what we can also do is add some more stuff to the design that we have decided to go ahead with. And these options are available towards your left. So let's begin exploring these options over here. The first is templates. Well, there are a lot of templates to begin with. And let's say you have all of these templates and you think that, okay, I can choose any one of these. Let's say I decided to choose this rack of suitcases, and I want this thing to be over here. So all you have to do is select this and drag it to your design. So moment you have it on your design, you can probably choose to crop it and keep only the one that you need, and this looks good, right? So you can use it as an image, this template, and see if this is suiting your purpose. Now what next? This is the option of templates, and there are a lot of templates that we can begin with. If you choose any of these templates, you might even replace the existing design. So if you click on yes, replace it, this will totally change the design that you were working upon. You can choose to undo and go back to the original design that you were creating. Awesome. So this was about templates. You can also choose to add media. You can choose to add media from device, from phone, and even from Google Drive, Google Photos, and Dropbox. And you can choose to pick up one of your media. Let's say, you want to put up something like this. You can just click it and it will appear over here. And this probably is your logo of your business or your YouTube channel. You can choose to put it over here, resize it, and let it be. So these are the different options that you can use to upload your own media and customize the design as you want it to. So this was about my media. And then there are visuals. Visuals are nothing but images and videos and graphics and GIFs that you might want to include. So there are some recommendations for this design. Let's say you want to have some more, uh, you know, images for northern lights, then you can pick any one of these and add it in the background or in the main image. Depends on how you want to do it. So these are the lot of recommendations, and not just some normal pictures but some more caricatures or sketches or free from art. Any of these things you can simply pick and add it to your design by simply clicking on it. So let's say you want to add this, you simply click on it and get it there. So cool. I will delete it for now, but you understand what I am trying to teach you. So this was under all. You can also choose to generate images over here. uh, right? Let's say you want to have a cookie monster. You can click on this and you will get a cookie monster that probably you might want to add it to your design. So probably for this design, cookie monster is not the best example, but I'm just giving it to you that you have already learned how to generate images. You can even generate images now over here and add it to your design. Pretty good. What else? There are photos that you can use. Uh, Depends on the context or your image. You can choose, to search for photos, for kind of photos like for peaceful, spring, technology, business. You can just enter over here. So if you want something like business, you can just search for business and you will see some images um, corresponding to the word that you give it to. And then there are graphics. You can find business graphics that you can put. All of these are pretty good business graphics. Some general graphics that you might want, and under graphics you will have shapes, illustrations, and icons. So a lot of cool shapes is something that you might want. And there are a lot of recommendations. There are lines, shapes, filled shapes, outline shapes, some gradients, frames, organic, some illustration. There's a whole library out there that you can choose to add, and this is pretty cool. That something that you are very used to while using Microsoft PowerPoint, all of those big library of images and videos. You can use all of that over here, and even videos, right? As we were talking, you can even have some abstract videos, some general videos, gardening videos, background videos, all of that stuff. Let's say again, you as I was checking, if you want some business videos as well, you there are some motion pictures, small ones, big ones, some non-stop looped images as well. So you can just click it and place it. So awesome. And just click outside and this is done. I really liked it, and you might want to just select it and maybe send it backwards, so maybe it goes behind, but you can click on undo and keep it over here and then send backwards one step so that it is there, and maybe you want this as forward. Okay, so this was about the visuals. I'll remove this for now. Again, what are the next option is definitely text. You might want to add some really good looking texts, some fancy stuff, some fancy looking text or captions or hashtags to your posts. Then you can do that. Now uh, you can even generate text using a description, right? Let's say northern lights feeling or emotions at northern lights. So you might want to generate some text, emotional awe and wonder, northern lights, surreal experience. If you want to have some long body text, you can even do that and simply copy it using these buttons, and you can then replace all the texts and you will insert all of these. So pretty good. So let's say you want to insert something like northern lights, a surreal experience, and this is done. So, and you can even change font. So let's say you have decided to use this, you can choose to have font like this or this. You can have a brand font if you have. You have some suggested fonts. Under fun, this looks normal, but this looks good. This looks good to me as well. So you have different fonts that you can use, and as well, pretty good, pretty good. So a lot of options under texts. You can just insert your own text probably, and this as well is possible. So you also can include all of this. Let's say I something pretty good. Okay, something like this, and I will put it over here and say go, go, go. So northern lights. So we must go to northern lights. You must go to northern lights. So something like this I can insert. Pretty good. This was under text. This is something that we can add, and we usually love adding. The best part is you can get ideas about text to insert, or simply insert the text that you wanted to. So you can just simply delete it. Maybe add a heading, and this will go here and change it. Um, my travel diaries, and probably shorten it up and move it a little up. So this is how you add your own text free from text, and we also seen how to add text that is generated using AI. So this was under text, pretty good. Also, the last thing to note is the brand kit. So what is it? So let's say you are working for an organization that is very particular about the colors that they choose. Let's say you're working for Twitter, they only work with blue colors. If you're working with LinkedIn, they have another kind of color that they generally use in their own corporate designs and presentations. So it all depends on the on your brand. And if you want a particular font, a particular choice of colors, all of that will uh, work with using the brand kit. So as well, it's easy. You can choose any of these decided brand kits, or you can probably start with a fresh one. You can describe your brand and choose one of these colors, or maybe decide using the eyedropper. Let's say you decide that, okay, I want something like this, so this will become your color palette, or you can choose whichever color palette you want, and that's it. Click on plus, and ta-da-ta-ta, use the eyedropper again. This is it. And then you have to select at least three colors, to use it as a brand kit. Maybe this one, and this one is something I'll pick from here. Okay, so these are the three colors I have picked, and that's it. I click next, and this becomes your brand kit colors. And then there are fonts. So let's say this one is the font that you have selected. Click on next, and for subheading, okay, I'll go with this one. And then for the body text, I'll go with probably this one. So this, you have selected colors, selected fonts for heading, subheading, and body text, and this is how your brand will look like. Awesome. And you can choose to give your brand kit a name, my kit probably, and that's it. Click on save, and your brand kit is ready. So you can choose to change everything basis your brand color, and just click on shuffle colors and everything will change. If you liked it, great. If you did not, you can simply choose to go for any of the preset colors, or uh, undo it and go back to the one that was there before. It will just take a while to adjust to the new color scheme, but I'll just click on undo and get back to what I was creating before. Awesome. It was a long lecture, but I think we have covered successfully what are the different options we have under the customization, under templates, media, visuals, text, and we have also learned how to set up your own brand kit. We will see some more customization ideas. We will now have a look at some more customization options when you are creating and finalizing your design. What are those? So let's say you are at some text, you select any text object. The moment you do that, there are some options available for you. So number one, you have option to increase or decrease the size, and then also you can choose to pan it and move it around, and also rotate it as much as you want. So this is one important thing. Also, the moment you select a text object, there are text formatting options that are available to you on the top. You can choose to change the colors, the text color. You can also change the font if you want. Also the size. You can choose to change the size. So this is good. All right. Now again looking back on the same thing, if you have any of the text selected, you have options to change the color, font and font size. You can also choose to keep it centered, justified or left aligned. Also there are options, if you select this, there are options. Bold is unavailable, so it says that bold is unavailable for this kind of font. So okay, makes sense. So you can choose to italic or bold any of the, so this is a subheading or a heading, and that's why it's not available. But if you have some regular text like a body text, if you want to add a body text like awesome, right, awesome, and I'll also keep it over here. So moment you are at this, you see that the bold and italic are now available for you. But if you are in your heading or a subheading, then the bold and italic will not be available for you. But you can still choose to have underline, strike through, position. If you want to change the position, or we call it order in Microsoft PowerPoint, you can choose to do so. So let's see, this is overlapping this, or overlapping this, or maybe let's do it like this, right? And if you want to change, like send to backwards, so this will go backwards, or bring to front, so it will come to front. So this is something as well that you can do. Not just that, you can also change the opacity. If you want to make it like very like faded or less faded, or like very strong or bold, you can choose to change the opacity and do that. So this was one important thing about the text formatting options, and it's available for subheading, heading, and also the body text. The body text will have some more options of editing of bold and italic. Further, if you have selected any image, then what happens, you also get an, or you get some more formatting options. One is to replace. You can replace this image with an image from image gallery, or upload a media from your local. You can choose to remove background, which is pretty good. So let's say this is my Cookie Monster, but it doesn't goes very well with the background. What if there was only the monster but not this background? You can simply choose to remove background, and magically, and honestly this is magic, all of that will go away, and it will only be left with this one. Pretty good. I think it has done a decent work about removing background, and if you did not like that, you can choose to restore the original. But I really like that remove background stuff. I have uploaded an image of mine, and it removed all the background and just kept my cutout of the face, and it went pretty good. Also, as very important, you can choose to crop stuff, and just click outside and this will work. There are some more effects that you might want to use. That is something that we have been using. That is something to remove background. You can choose to blur the background and remove the background from here as well. um, I will try to restore the original. And then there are filters. So you might want to change the aesthetics of the image. You might want to change the intensity of the Cookie Monster design. We can auto adjust it probably, but if you want to customize it as you want it, or maybe undo it, so this will look good, right? Like if you want to increase the brightness, contrast, saturation, temperature, sharpness, all of that is possible, and you can create a good looking or a frightening looking Cookie Monster using all of this options. All right, I think I like the Cookie Monster now more than before. And if you did not like any of the changes, you can just click on Reset Adjust, and this will give you all the changes reverted back. Also, under filters, there are a lot of filters. So not just one or two, but a lot of them. So you have all the filter or the design options for the image, right? There are all of these filters and customization options of brightness and contrast, which will make your image look pretty good. Further, we also have options of set as background. Uh, Yeah, maybe detach the background if you want, right? Again, I go to effects and bring it back to its original place. So this was set as background and detach the background. Then there are positions that you might want to, send it back or, send backward, bring forward. All of that is possible, right? Bring to front, bring, send backward one step or send to back totally, right? And then also the opacity, if you want to maybe make it a little blur or a total solid one. So all of that is available for you, right? All of these images, and then there are shapes and all of the text. All of that is definitely doable. What I'll also show you is, let's say you have added a small video anywhere, so the formatting options will change, right? There are options to crop it, there are options to set as a background, position, opacity. So there are other options under image, other options under video, and then there are totally different options under text. Pretty good. I think we have covered most of it. I think all of it, uh, all the options that are available for you to make your store design worthy to be shared further to the wider world or to the social media. Pretty good. This is the option for ideas, as we have already seen. You can generate ideas, and all of that will come back. You can choose any of these again. Let's say you wanted to do this and do customized design, so you can choose to replace the current design or start a new design. So I decided to start a new design and keep the one that was running before, and then close this back so that I go back to the design that I was creating. And also this is the new design that I will be creating now. So good. I think I'll take a pause and think of anything that I might have been missing, but it's mostly it. We will also look at the download options in the coming lecture once again, because that's important on how you are sharing your um, creation. But as per as the customization, I think I have given you an idea of the possibilities, and I have covered all the different features or the tips that are available, or the things that are available over here in Microsoft Designer. Thank you, and I will see you in the next one. All right. In the last lecture, we were using all the different features that are available for us to customize the image or the design that we are finalizing to make it look more surreal and amazing and worthy of sharing to our friends and family. What is important is when you are sharing, how are you sharing? So we have already seen the different download options. Let's go through it once again because that's important. Now let's preview this so you have all of this coming up. So it's kind of an animation. So anything that's animated or has some movement will have different download options. So the file types will change, right? It becomes an MP4 file, or if it's a JPEG file, this will give you a static one. But if you want the animation, you might go for an MP4 one. And then there is an option to remove watermark. If you want a normal one, you might want to remove watermark generally. But if you uncheck this, there will be a Microsoft Designer logo coming on the extreme right bottom. Uh, Also, you might want to copy the URL to clipboard. This will generate a video link or an image link, and then you can use that link directly and share it with your friends, and they can just simply open the link in their browser and see. So you don't have to download and share, but you can simply allow them this thing. So allow, and if I open it and I paste it, so this is my image. So they don't need to have a Microsoft Designer account to view this image or video. They can simply go to this link and hey, pretty good. So going back, So this is something that you can copy and share. Again, going to the download options, there is an option to send to phone. So if you open up your phone and simply scan uh, the QR code, you will get it over here. So you can share the image directly, you can share the URL, and you can also share the QR code. And once anybody scans that QR code, they will have the image or the video or the design or the post in their phone. So I'm right now about to scan it. Come on, my okay, scanned. All right, so I get the result and now I'm opening it in my phone. You cannot see it, but I am doing it in my phone. And yes, I got the video that I just created. Beautiful. What a piece of technology. Very, very impressive. Further, what are the options that I have? Use AI for captions and hashtags. You can do that in LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram. You can click on try it and try creating captions and hashtags and LinkedIn posts and Instagram story captions. You can do all of that using AI, and it's amazing. Honestly, it is. Now, also what I wanted to show you was, let's say I had this image. So these are the two images. So when I now click on download, because this is an animated image, okay, what I'll do is I will go here and generate ideas, and um, Instagram post about my visit to Northern Lights. And then I click generate. This will generate a static one, right? Something that I wanted to show you, that what happens if you have an image, not an MP4 or a GIF. Cool. Let's say I like this. I click on customize design, start a new design. This will open up another tab, and this is my third design that I'm sharing and working with you. So you have this. You can choose to customize a lot of it, but you see when you click on download, now the options that you have are only PNG, JPG, and PDF. While something that we were working with the video, you have an option of MP4 as well. So depends on the kind of design that you are generating, you will see the different download options. But the other download options that comes along is if you want to make background transparent or not, that's specific to an image, not for a video. But you can also copy it as an image and paste it anywhere directly, maybe to your Word or Excel or PowerPoint. You can directly copy image from here, so don't need to download and upload. Copy it as an image, use it directly in your Teams, probably directly in your Slack channel or Discord. You can do all of that directly. So these are the different options you have. So let me just show you. If I click on remove watermark and click on download, this will give me an option where to download it. And if I click on this, this will open up my file. Also, I wanted to show you that if I click on download and remove watermark is unchecked, and now if I click on download, this will download it again, but this time it has a watermark that says created with designer. Pretty cool. This design looks great. Nice work. And if you are having fun with the designer, you can copy invite and share it with your friends. So this is my invite link. No. But yeah, you can share that whole stuff. That whole text is there. So generate designs. Awesome. I think we have covered all the different download options. We have covered all the different customization options, and in the next lecture, we will do a recap of what we have learned. We will quickly create a design from start to end, customize it a bit, download and share it. And with that, we will end our course. But see you in the next lecture. Thank you.